I'm talking about today's festivities. Pittsburgh played San Francisco today, and it was our season opener at the crib, and it didn't go too well. Hey, Wax, I'm gonna start off with you. What's your thoughts on today's performance?
I wasn't happy with it, man.
Yeah.
Like, watching the preseason games, I thought we was gonna be a lot better than what we showed today.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like, I also didn't factor in the fact that like other teams that we played were resting all their starters for the most part, and we had ours out there trying to get some burn. And it just seemed like we were going to be all right this year. I mean, we still could be, and I think we might even go to the playoffs. But it was like a rude awakening for our first home opener. What y'all think? Like, what did you think about our defense?
I felt like our defense didn't hold up.
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah.
Like football is won on a strategic level. It's not like any other sport. It's not like basketball to where if I, get the rebound and throw it down court and we get as many. Basketball's built off a principle of transition.
Okay.
Transition points.
Right.
If I can outscore you, and that's in any game. I don't want to take it that philosophical, but it's a game of strategy. I have to put every single player in place, and I don't feel like the players that were in place fit the bill.
Yeah.
We had a couple injuries, like you were saying, preseason wise, where we shined. Then comes today, a lot of guys, they either didn't show up, or some were lacklustrous, or some even played to the point where they got hurt in a non-winning effort. It was all in a losing effort, and we lost in untraditional fashion.
Yeah, we got, and I love Coach T, but we got out coached today.
And outplayed.
We got outplayed and like both. Like it was an ass whooping in every form of the way, form of fashion.
Now, heavy is the head that wears the crown, but I know you can't wait to dig in. So go ahead and take the gloves off.
We got out coached, especially on offense, by that damn Matt Canada sucks.
Why do you feel that way?
Because he just runs stupid plays. He just ruins a drive. That and Kenny Pickett looked like he was shook as fuck out there. I was nervous about Kenny. I'm like, bro, you look good. You look confident out there in the preseason, man. But when it came to this game, bro, he was out there looking like he didn't know what to do.
It was almost like he knew he was fighting fixed fights in the preseason.
Right.
And he's never went up against a strong West Coast
and
offense
they got a good defense, man. They got a really good defense.
They really do. They really do. I mean,
it was all over us, and we couldn't run the ball. We couldn't get. I mean, that's another thing that really hurt us. We couldn't run the ball.
Right, and that's a lot of our offense.
Yeah,
that's 60%
over the last
do.
couple of years. That's what we've been doing, and like Najee couldn't get nothing.
So let me ask you this, dude: do you feel like Canada's drawing up the wrong shit for us as far as scheme wise?
I do, because they got decent weapons, but the play calling is high school level shit, like jet sweeps and shit. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Do you remember at the beginning of the season? Dude vowed to give him another chance.
Yeah,
you remember that?
And he did. He did.
I gave him one game.
How many games?
We got a one-game chance.
The home opener.
After this, I know, like, you're trash. Even if we ended up getting better, like, he's still trashed.
Yeah.
Because this was a big game, and, like, we had -2 yards up until the last drive of the first quarter.
Right.
Or the second quarter. The first half. Like, we had -2 yards.
Right.
Like, come on, bro. That's the players didn't hold up their end of the bargain, but just a good couple of play calls can get you 30 or 40.
Right. We didn't even have a first down at one point in the
right.
game.
The whole until the last drive.
Right. I was like, this is crazy, man. Like, this is insane. Like we played like garbage today. We played like we haven't been
priming and prepping for this moment.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was a little bit disappointed, but like also you can't take anything away from the 49ers.
No, not at all.
Like we were just saying, they're nice.
They got weapons.
Yeah,
and then adding
nice.
like what they did in the offseason as far as picking up the boy Bosa.
Yeah, man.
That dude right there, he impressed the hell out of me as far as like just seeing what he can do, because like going into it, I'm not one of them type of people. Now, it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a double-edged sword. I would insist that certain players do make or break a team, but when I heard that he was, going to the Niners and we were playing them first, it didn't scare me.
Been at the Niners.
No,
It's like he's already been there, but they just signed him.
I'm sorry. I'm tripping. When they gave him that money,
Right?
When they gave him the money.
But he balled out. TJ balled out too.
Yeah.
TJ had 3 sacks, two forced fumbles, but can only do so much when the fucking middle of the field is wide open.
Yeah, like our secondary was getting toasted, and it wasn't
and the
even
middle
like
linebackers.
Yeah,
the
like
middle of the field was just
everybody
for
dangerous.
running. Like
open.
McCaffrey was killing us up the middle.
I thought McCaffrey was on his last leg, man. To be honest,
Not today.
Yeah, he looked like he was a
He
young
looked official.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, he looked official.
Now,
again.
let me ask you this, Wax. As far as a whole, where do you predict us being? I don't know. I'll say week 7.
Week 7, probably 3 and 4.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I mean, like
it was
the
a
way-
reality check for you today, wasn't it?
It was, but I think we'll turn it around in the second part of the season. You know what I mean? Like when it's time to go, I think we'll turn it on. But like we got to do something fast.
Do you think we're going to be playoff bound?
Yeah, I do. I think we might make the playoffs.
How about you, dude?
I did at first. I don't know now. Now I'm like on the
Don't
fence.
get nervous about
I know.
that.
I'm sorry.
'Cause that's not even.
I
That's
drank
not
too-
even. That don't even sound like you.
Listen, I drank too much of the Kool-Aid. My stomach hurts now. Like I drank way too much.
That it said
I
Jimmy
put
O.
money on us going to the Super Bowl, like a little bit of money, you know. But but damn it,
You was like that dude off of Back to the Future too. Go back in time. Put a little money on the Cubbies.
right?
Put a little money on the Cubbies.
the Cubbies.
Cubbies, yeah.
But yeah, like so now I guess I don't know. It's hard because I can't see us coming out looking that bad again. But we got Cleveland next week, and Cleveland just beat Cincinnati.
Yeah.
First of all, you said Cleveland wrong.
Cleveland.
You damn right. You better take that
Cleveland.
damn V out of there. For all y'all that's listening, shout out to everybody that pretty much is in the surrounding area of Cleveland. I can't shout y'all out because y'all's on the menu. But we got to address y'all properly and leave that V out because you know we say Cleveland. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, but we got them, and they just beat Joe Burrow and them. They held Joe Burrow to like 80 yards passing.
That's the team that I worry about. Cleveland is that team to where on paper they have everybody in place. Nick Chubb, your boy Chubbs, that dude is a menace.
A beast.
He's a menace, and he has the line to prove it.
And then you go on defense, and they got the line to prove it.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we'll get a dub next week.
We
think
play
so?
them twice, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
We play them 2 times.
We
Yeah.
play them,
Next
the
week is-
Ravens, and Cincinnati twice.
And
those are always rival games.
I
Hey,
think it's
dude.
I don't know if it's Monday Night Football or Sunday Night Football next week. It's a night game.
Okay. All right.
Let me ask you this: as far as our season's concerned, do you feel like we got the hardest schedule?
No, I think we got an easy schedule.
I'm saying as far as in like the whole grand scheme of things in the NFL, like out of the NFC and the AFC.
No, I think we got a pretty decent schedule other than our division. Our divisions are our hardest games.
That's what I'm asking. Do you think
Well, as
that
far
it's a
as, yeah,
hard
the
division
division-
to play in? Do
yeah,
you think
hell
we
yeah,
playing the hardest division as
I do.
far as talent wise?
I do.
Now they got teams like Detroit, Minnesota. I hate saying this because Dallas, they're always in that race. New York, those guys are always doing things to put themselves in place. Don't forget Philadelphia.
Philly,
Somebody-
especially.
Somebody NFC.
Yeah, them guys are like in position right now to take over the whole NFL as far as talent wise. Look at what Detroit did. Now, granted, it was preseason, but that I feel like it was a taste.
That wasn't preseason.
Yeah,
it was,
that
a
was-
regular
No, it
season.
was a regular season, but I feel like it was a taste of what is soon to happen with
See
Detroit
me,
as a
I
franchise.
don't know. See me, I'm kind of on the other side. I think it's a taste of what's happening to Kansas City on how they don't have nobody to throw the ball to.
I mean, Kansas City can go 15-1 or 16-1.
They could, but like they don't have nobody to throw the ball to.
Not
And you
yet,
see,
because
I mean,
everybody's not
because
healthy.
Patrick Mahomes was on the fucking money, but niggas was dropping that shit.
See,
So,
man.
so you know, you can only do what you got. So I don't know, and like and that's the thing though. When you got a top tier quarterback, you can't pay everybody. That's why they had to let Tyreek Hill go, and then Kelsey's hurt. So I don't know how long he's going to be hurt, but if he's hurt, they're in trouble. If he's hurt, they're in trouble.
About you, Wax?
Yeah,
You feel like we got like one of the hardest hardest schedules out of the whole NFL?
No.
Like AFC and NFC?
I think we have.
Like a rough schedule facing those three teams twice?
That's a hard. I feel like we have a hard schedule in the NFC. You know what I mean? Because like we're not going against like some of the West Coast bombers. But like the NFC is pretty much like the meat and potatoes of the
NFL.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because like we always produce like somebody who's going deep into the playoffs.
Right.
Like
AFC.
I mean, yeah, I said the NFC, but the AFC.
Y'all act like the NFC is the shit, and I'm like the NFC is
but they're making
trash.
a comeback, bro.
No, they're not. The AFC is dog shit. Is killing them niggas.
When have you ever been worried about Detroit?
We ain't talking about when have I ever. We're talking about the AFC right now. The quarterbacks in the AFC.
Yeah.
7 of them are better than every single quarterback over there in the NFC.
You're tripping now. Now you're tripping.
Name me a quarterback better than. Name me a quarterback better than Patrick Mahomes in the NFC. None. Don't even say nothing. Name me a quarterback better than Joe Burrow in the NFC. There is none. Name me a quarterback better than Josh Allen in the NFC.
I'm not.
There ain't none.
Listen,
name me a quarterback better than Lamar Jackson in the NFC. There ain't none. Name me a quarterback.
Okay,
better.
We get your point. Y'all get it out there. Now that's later to be seen. I got some cousins in the D. Y'all hear that out there? He's coming for y'all. Him by himself. He lives at 445 Rutler Road. Get his ass.
Jared Goff ain't that guy.
I get it. I mean, I'm not disputing quarterback wise because it takes a whole 11 out there, dude.
And they got teams to match with them.
I
them squads.
I agree, my brother.
You got Aaron Rodgers with a monster defense over there in New York.
That's as of right now. That's when he made that connection over to the Jets, which
that's what we talking about.
He doesn't scare me.
No, but I mean he's better than Dak Prescott.
Y'all hear that out there, Cowboys?
Aaron Rodgers ain't better than Dak Prescott. Aaron Rodgers could die tonight and be better than Dak Prescott.
He's always going to be better than that. Like no matter what.
You boys rough.
It's the facts.
It's just the truth. Only one I would say that's up there over there is old boy with Philly.
I was just about to like y'all acting like the young boy ain't earned his
nice.
Keep.
He's nice.
And he got his bag.
But that's it.
What's his name?
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. That's it.
You know, I'm gonna have my brother Ian watching this. Like, what the? You know, he gonna be up there ripping his pillow. He's a Philly fan.
Okay, so that's nice. Philly nice.
Shout out to the baby of the bunch. He does, man. Listen, I feel the same way. You know, the AFC, they have a group of juggernauts. You know, that's what we represent.
Right.
But as far as the NFL as a whole, those teams that we thought that was, forgotten about, they're making a comeback, bro.
Yeah, there's always a few teams that pop in there that you don't think.
Detroit
I was hoping we was going to be that.
Ooh.
I was hoping we was going to be that. We'll see.
I mean, we played the 49ers. They won a game before the Super Bowl, man.
And
you know what I mean?
And I mean, shit, Brock Purdy is looking like fucking Tom Brady and shit.
Listen, here you go. Now, I let you go
at
with
least
the
today.
whole quarterback riff. I let you flip out, point that meaty-ass meat cliff off my damn table, get ready to break my table in half, going through all them damn quarterbacks you spouted out. But don't go saying that shit about the GOAT. Okay, shout out to Michigan Wolverines for producing such a fucking juggernaut. Even though he's, on the menu half the time.
Say that shit, please.
Right. We're 2-0 right now, just like y'all, so I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear that shit.
We'll see. Give it a couple of months.
Yeah, we will see. We won, we won, 13-1 last year? Something like that, 12-1 last year.
Did y'all win the ship?
We did not win the ship.
Okay.
But y'all wasn't even sniffing around the boat, so I want to hear that shit.
Like, sooner than y'all did. Y'all went to the big game and crashed the bed.
In Florida. He liked Florida State.
Let's
go. Get it right. You got to put that state on there.
Let's go.